Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be looking at defenders who react to the picture instead of policy. So what I mean by that is obviously defenders have a policy. They all have a policy where whether that's, in this case, it's eye defense or you're going to be doing a shutdown defense. But whatever it is, no matter what the defense is running, what the attack is running at you, you want to be doing the same defense. And in this case here, obviously, it looks like an outball. It looks like an outball towards the camera side, and you can see the far link. He's pointing at that, only for them to run back against the grain, and he's just caught a little bit off guard. Now, this is very easy to do, and sometimes you will make a very good touch. You'll save a good try reacting to the picture, but I want to show you why this is probably not a good idea. His name's Chris Lennon. Nice little outball, or we call that a 32 long. Well, I don't, but a lot of the globe do use the number system, which is totally fine. It's actually, to be honest, it makes a lot more sense and it's easy to teach. So we have the 3 going down for the 2, which is the middle going down for the link, and this number 17 is just going to run an outline. And this is why we choose not to. This is a very important part of this video. Is I always say to my middles when I'm coaching that we never want to anticipate that an outball is coming. Now, you can call an outball as an attacker, but as a defender, you might go, oh, an outball's coming, so I'm going to stand a little bit wider. And by me standing wider, that all of a sudden puts pressure on the touching middle because his first instinct is to pull corner. But now, because I'm so wide, there's all this space now that I've got to flip my hips, turn myself around, and then cover that inside. Which then leaves, basically, you're ball playing back to the 4-on-3 on this side. So I would leave this as policy. Now, I'm not saying this is what happened. There could be a totally different reason why he was so wide. I would leave this to policy and have my links try and just practice sniping here. I would just have links fly in on an outline. I'd have my middle standing there. And if your middle's obviously standing there, your link can probably be standing here. A little bit closer, a little bit less to run on that snipe. Because what happens now is he gets the ball, and you can see that the gap between the middles is way too long. So all you got to do is counter the momentum. He's going to try and chase you out. You step back, and you can dive into that space. It's a lot of space there. They nearly get him. Massive credit to New South Wales there, but I think they just overcommitted or overthought about what the play was what play was coming. So right here, we'll look at some more situations. So the one that we just looked at was the outball. So let's have a look at the outball now. You can see we've got the 7-meter line here. So here's the dump, middle link. You can probably figure out the positions. And here is the position that you would be in for an outball. Now, this is best case scenario with the defenders because you've got everyone literally all the way back to the line. But you can see now, this player here would be calling outball or 32 long or however you want to say it. So here's the play the ball to the dummy half. Now, reacting to the picture would be these guys hearing that call and manning on like so. Getting in front, completely manning up. And as this trio of players here, as they start their angle out for the outball, these guys just become magnets and just slide. Oh, what happened then? And slide with them. Which is all well and good if this outball does in fact go to this player and they just try and go down the short side, down the open side, which would be like that, in like that direction. If they just try and burn them on the outside, obviously you're going to be able to defend that. But that is really the only movement that you'll be able to defend on this outball if you overread it. Because like we saw in the video, you're now vulnerable in this between these guys. You're now vulnerable in there because naturally he's going to pull corner, or at least first 2-3 steps are going to pull corner, which now this gap in the middle here is now just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, especially because this guy's moving the opposite way. If he's moving this way, he's moving this way. All of a sudden now, anyone with a nice bit of footwork will be able to, off the left, and just score in here. All right, so that over-reading of the outball is only going to work if they try and just gun it this way. Anything against the grain, you're going to be in a bit of trouble. And the other problem is, let's say these two players get this link up, and all of a sudden now you're calling outball. He goes to dummy half. You've got the link making the touch. He's calling outball, so these guys man on, but they run a punish. So this guy will split hard. He will roll him on. So he'll step forward with the ball to make sure that that's an open pass. This guy's got to pull a huge corner because he's been dragged in. This guy's obviously got to cover. And now look at the gap here, because you've got one middle pulling a hard corner to cover his link here, but the other middle is trying to man up because one player in the attack has called an out ball or a 32 long. And now we attack the line here. This guy comes in and your middle here is in a huge hole. So it's mainly an out ball, and I call it reacting to the picture instead of the policy. Now, the policy for most elite teams would be get into... Now, this is even if the link's in the touch here. You get in tight like this, and when they rip that pass, obviously he's got to look... Now, he's got to look to his right, because we're just like going from where the screen is. He's got to look to his right to catch the ball, and off his blind, as he's catching the ball, he's just been jammed. And there's no second phase off this. No one's going to get to half. This guy's running this way to be a support player, and these guys are still in the play ball. There's no one's going to be a dummy half there. So you can snipe, and that would be your policy. Because you do, although probably more than half the time you will make the touch on that the first time, teams will adjust. When they see you so loose in the play the ball like that, they will adjust. They'll get these two in the play the ball and run a punish, or they'll put this middle here that's got some nice footwork and can beat you one-on-one, and they'll just step back. So you see a lot of tries. Jermaine Dayberg-Muir does it really good. He gets it on the out. They try to overcommit, and then he just steps back and he scores. Thanks for watching this one, guys. A little bit of a different one. There's not a lot of the old yellow lines, but really appreciate it. This format that I'm using with the dots is what I use for the members only content. So if you want some more of that, become a member now, and you can see all this content. Only for like $4 a month. I also have some new stuff in the works coming out very soon. It's probably going to come out this week, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, see you next time.